Peace, what up? This is Jarrell with Quantum Light Consciousness. Today we're going to talk about listening to yourself, your mind, and your body, and kind of the benefits that go along with those aspects of your development. Some of the things that are important when you're developing spiritually is really knowing what you need, what's going on inside you, and how you can go about healing yourself based off what you find out is going on. This is pretty important just because of the fact that you are in your body and only you can know for sure what's going on. It's kind of something that is very intimate for you to kind of connect with yourself on a level of just being aware, just being present. You can do this in meditation. You can do this while you're, just sitting down, after, a long day, or maybe a couple minutes before your day. Some of the times that are good to ground yourself, just to make sure that your energy isn't kind of just floating off in every direction, throughout the day, as most people kind of just run around too busy to really pay attention to anything in particular, just, busy. Not that anything's wrong with that. People have stuff to do, and, you have to get your work done. But really just to make sure that you're grounded during the day, meaning you're grounded on earth and you're kind of like, where your center is. That's the most important part when it comes to even being able to start to listen to the inner dialogues and the inner, discomforts and pains that might be apparent. You have to ground yourself. So what I tell my clients to do is basically just, you don't have to meditate all long or crazy. Just a couple minutes before you go to sleep, just sit down, put your feet on the floor, and just visualize a golden ring just going down to the center of the planet, to the center of the earth, to Gaia, and then breathe the vibration you get back in. It's a vibration of love. Breathe it back in, and then go to sleep. Same thing when you wake up. You wake up, put your 2 feet on the floor, and do the same thing. Just breathe the vibration of love after you send down a golden ring to the center of the planet. Breathe that vibration back in, kind of get clear, get centered, and go about your day. So when you throw the ring down to the planet, you want to spin it counterclockwise and just send it. From your point of view, when you spin a ring around your feet, it's kind of like you're, like locking yourself in to the center of the planet, because the center of the planet is shooting at a very, 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 very fast speed through space. The world is going through space, guys. I don't know if anybody knows this. It kind of is just like, going around the sun, and the sun's actually spiraling, and it's all going on a spiral. And as we're all going on a spiral, the planet is wobbling, and the gravity can kind of get to you with the energies and everything going on. Those energies can affect you emotionally, physically, and mentally. So when you spin the ring, you spin it counterclockwise, and from your perception, it looks like it's going clockwise, but it's actually going counterclockwise upwards. So you want to spin that ring. As you're spinning the ring, you basically spin it like this. You spin it, and then you make sure it's spinning around your feet, and then you send it down, until you feel it go around the center of the planet where you're connected to from your heart. Also get into your heart and connect to the center of the planet with your own awareness if you haven't yet. So that's kind of like a beginning grounding exercise, just a start, because when it comes to like, growing and getting more clear, or, like working on a more enlightened state within yourself for, that mental and higher conscious clarity, you have to learn to know what's going on within your mind, within your body, and what the energies that are going around you and within you are trying to tell you. And it's basics. It starts with basics, the basics of self-love and knowing, how to avert, mistreating yourself, even if you're doing it subconsciously. So to start, maybe, you kind of just observe yourself, like what you're doing, what you're thinking about during the day. Maybe you're sitting down, at your job, and you're kind of sitting uncomfortable, a little bit uncomfortable, and it kind of hurts, and you don't move. You kind of just want to make sure that you move when you feel pain, or you are doing the best you can to monitor the feelings and sensations that you get, or maybe every time you eat a certain product, afterwards you get like a shot in the side of like your kidney. It's like pain. It's like a shooting pain, but you don't really like realize that happens every time you eat like a whatever it is, some type of GMO or something. Just really monitor those types of things that you're doing to yourself. It starts there, and then it really goes deeper, into your mental programming and how you are conversing, on the inside. Like if you're having repetitive thoughts, if you're thinking in a loop, or if you're kind of just, not paying attention to what is going through your mind. It could be anything if you're not really, if you're not totally aware. So to begin listening on that level, what you want to do is just sit with yourself in meditation. It could be like 20 minutes, 20 minutes a day. Just make sure that make sure you know how to know when you're thinking a thought and when a thought is kind of just popping off in your head. You know what I'm saying? Because our minds, they go on autopilot if you let it, because that's kind of like the purpose of having a brain, is for the brain to think, and it will continue to run and run and run and run like a computer. So you have to monitor and utilize and direct the processes that are going on. You have to be aware of what's going on. So one of the best ways to kind of get into your center, into your inner space, and be totally coherent, with your mind, with your thoughts, and with your own energy, is just to sit and observe. You kind of like take a step back within yourself, and you kind of just begin observing from your point of reality, from a vantage point. You're still within yourself, but it's kind of like you've taken a spectator point of perspective from within yourself. So you can do this in meditation, and you kind of just do it when you have time, when you feel like you want to progress. It's not for everybody, but it's for those people who really want to hit those next levels of perception, of awareness within themselves. So this meditation, when you do that, you're basically just looking for points of pattern recognition. So say you have a thought, you observe a thought that goes off, and then that kind of triggers an experience that you've had, or a pattern that you've been running of action in your life. And you're like, oh, okay, that thought is related to this series of events. And you kind of put those together. And if you want, to continue those patterns, then you probably, upgrade the types of beliefs, or upgrade the types of sequences that you have running, with that pattern, or you might, see an emotion that you feel that is connected to a specific energy of, any types of relationships that you might have had, or, any types of conditioning that you've been brought up with. And you can either stop those from running by healing it. You can do Ho'oponopono there. You know, I love you, I forgive you, thank you. I'm not sure if it's in that order. It's it goes something like that. But yeah, this is a space where you can be totally objective with yourself, and you can heal yourself from a point of totally, you know, putting the spotlight on who you are, where you are, what you're doing, and you know how you're running yourself. Basically, you know, that's the point of, you know, evolving and moving forward and progressing is being able to see what you're doing, how you're doing, and if you don't like it, you can change it, because you have that power. You always have the power to change anything you want about yourself. You know, that's paramount. That's preeminent. So kind of just take that, you know, at your own volition. It's something that, you know, works for me. It's something that I really do benefit off of, because when I really listen to what is going on, I can feel the types of energies from the thoughts that are going through my mind and what they're connected to, and how I can either discontinue those energies and those thoughts and engage on another process of you know, sequences of actions that I want to, you know, that I want to move forward with, or I can kind of just enhance the process that I have going on with my own knowingness, my own beliefs, and my own actions that I'm already going with. So I hope this all wasn't too complicated. You know, it's more of an advanced level, so kind of keep that in mind when you click on these videos. And again, if you like these videos, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I'm also available for intuitive coaching and healing at my website, quantumlight.net. That's quantum-light.net. And I hope to talk to you soon. Thanks so much.